Just a video of the Abarth to basically show you everything's alright in it driving, and you hear the alarm. It's properly alarmed. I'm sorry if I moved my phone so the angle goes. It's a bit hard to do all this one-handed. It'll come with the steering lock as well. Yep, that's the Abarth key. I believe there is also like a spare emergency key as well somewhere in the house. Can't just turn the radio down. Right, let me turn that off. Right, so car starting up. You can see. I'll turn the lights on. Right, just turn it around. One thing you'll notice with the Abarths, they have terrible lock for small cars. Right, yep, I misjudged that. Car sport mode as well. You press the sport button, dash changes, you get a sport in the little turbo gauge thing up. I'll be honest, I don't really drive it in sport mode that often. I find it drives nicer in normal mode, but there is a bit more power and a bit more boost in sport mode. But at this time of year, normal mode is better. You see, it goes over the speed bumps. There's no noise. I try to also keep the revs under 3000 RPM whilst the engine is cold. And the car is generally only run on V-power. As you can hear, that's full lock. I'm just going to back it up and get out and just point out all of like, no matter how minor they are, make the little marks and stuff on the car for you. But yeah, everything works in here as it should. Electric windows. Aircon, heaters. Radio, if I turn that back up again. So this has got a rated little sub underneath the seat, which just makes the sound. I think it's got auto dipping mirrors, but I'm not sure. But let me remute that. This, of course, if you press this button, will just make the traction control less intrusive. So you can actually benefit the mechanical diff a lot more in the car. Right, the only minor issue on the interior is this, where my girlfriend wrapped the dash. There's a very faint bubble there, but in all honesty, it doesn't really bother us, and this looks a lot nicer wrapped than it does without the wrap. But of course, that could be very easily taken off with a hairdryer and just peeled off. I'm just trying to think if there is any marks on the interior. I mean, generally the car, I do really look after my cars, so it is generally actually yeah, it's pretty unmarked in here actually, to be honest. That's just because that's cold in the winter time, so it has that little hat on. But I will be keeping my little hat because that was a present from my girlfriend, so well, that's just face mask in there. Of course they come with the metal pedals, and yeah, she just saw the metal underneath there. Yeah, I'll get out and show the stone chips. Well, let me put the car on full lock so you can see the front tyre tread. So yeah, there's your tread on the front tyres. As you can see, there's lots of life in them. Rear ones also have got quite a bit of life in them. I think I did tell you, but the exhaust is seized open, which is good anyway. It means that you get, it sounds nice all the time. Right, as for marks on the car, the sides, it's dirty at the moment because obviously I've driven it to my work. Oh, there's the other front tyre. That's just a stone. Yeah, but anyway, you can see a lot of tread depth there. See if I can get on the back tyre for you. See, good tread depth there. I'll also, let me just do this, show you, point out the stone chips that I know of. There's one there that I did touch in. There's the bigger one that I've not touched in. Right on the edge there, which would need doing. There's some nice green fly on the car. There's one that's been touched in. There's a little one there. That's not a mark, that's just dirty stuff on the car. It's got the Xenons. Brilliant. They are really good lights as well, I must admit. I've got a BMW M5 with Xenons and they're not as good as the Xenons on this. Now there's the brakes. I don't know if you can see in there, but I fitted new front pads. You can see they're quite meaty. The disc has got a minor lip on them, but again, Fiat have not advised anything about that, so that's all okay. That's dirt, I think. Yep. Yuck. Again, there's no marks on the body of the car. There's no dents, to my knowledge. Yeah, that's dirt again. Show you on here. There we go. Yep. You see, it's got the correct metal cap as well. The correct thing there. I'm just seeing if there's any marks on the roof, because sometimes they will get chips up here, but I don't think it has any. But I think, as I said, that's just dirt. As I did say in my email, it has got 50,000 miles, so, and the first owner did use this car a lot on the motorway, hence why it has those few stone chips from. Oh, that's the plate the car will come with. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. It's got the gloss black mirrors, side decals. Oh, there's the rear. It's very hard to see in there, but I do believe, again, before I collected the car from Fiat, I think they fitted new pads, and again there's a slight lip on them. Show you the boot. It is dirty because we picked up some plants from the garden centre, and one of the slight accident, but I'll get that all hoovered out. There are some marks on the back seats, very faint, and as you can see, the back seats off them, they're pretty unmarked. I think there's a very faint mark on this one there, but again the camera probably doesn't pick it up. Again, you can see it's all very clean around there. That's also, my girlfriend fitted that, but that will stay with the car. Show you the doors open. You can see there. It's got like the carbon little kit plates. I don't know if they're factory or not. It's very clean at the doors there. It's a very clean car, and also bear in mind the car's obviously not cleaned at the moment. Yep, there you can see. Of course it's the Brembos. Let me just open the bonnet. Oh, and as you can see, you know, this is my place of work. This is also where I'd probably arrange to have the car collected from, because it's very easy for a large vehicle to obviously get a car loaded onto it here because of the large car park. Whereas I live down very narrow country lane, so it wouldn't be good for loading a car. Anyway, let me just open this bonnet. It's all a bit harder one-handed. Where is it? There it is. So you can see, all runs very quietly. There's that, whatever you call it, turbo actuator. Okay, the car came with that from Fiat, and when I contacted the previous owner, he had it remapped by the famous mapper in the Abarth group, but as he mapped it more or less from new, the mapper only mapped it to about 200 horsepower. And I did get in contact with the mapper afterwards in regards to that, and he confirmed it all and said he would happily remap the car to the higher power I've ever wanted, but I really didn't bother. That's really the one that stands out the most. Oh, there's one there that's been badly touched up. Let's say the one I pointed out there before. That's really about it. Car's HPI clear, but of course do a HPI check on it for your own peace of mind for a cheaper cost. There's no finance on the car, no previous crashes, certainly not in my ownership, and to my knowledge the car is absolutely sound. I say we still use it and drive it on a regular basis. You can see the wipers work. What else is there? You got these, no mirror in that one. You got your mirror in that one. Stuff like this works. Got your little ref gauge there. You see it sounds fine. Put it in sport mode. You can see the dash changes. It's got a full tank of fuel at the moment, so if you do buy the car, probably still have quite a lot of fuel left in it for when you get it. And it's got a full tank of V-Power as well, because I generally only put V-Power in this car. I really don't think there's much else to really cover on the car, in all honesty. I hope this video is not too long, and so that it will send, because I am up to 12 minutes now, so I apologise for waffling. There's the steering wheel. Of course, if you press that, it will naturally throw all the heat towards the windscreen, as you can hear. It'll start doing that. When it all steamed up, you press it again, it goes back to where you put it. Seats. The car is literally great. It's got the yellow seat belts in it. I'll just drive it back to the other car park so you can obviously hear me drive it again. I'll also let now it's warmed up a bit, I'll actually let the turbo engage. Let me get it out of sport mode though, otherwise it's just going to wheel spin everywhere. I'll give it a little bit because I've not got a seatbelt on, but there you go. As you can see, that's all fine. The engine is also warm because we went out at lunchtime in it, so that's all fine. I have to bear in mind the speed bumps there. And yeah, the brakes were well. That's in second gear pulling off. I put my foot to the floor now. Yeah, a little bit of wheel spin, but you get the idea. Turbo's all fine. Let it turn around at speed. You know, there's no knocking or anything from this car. Again, it pulls off fine. Turn it back into our car park here. There you go. And the brakes. Oh, they work really well. Probably the brakes are a bit too much in this car, to be honest. Being such a small car with such powerful brakes. Yeah, handbrake. And I say it recently had an MOT, I think. Yes, it did. And that all passed. So yeah, I'm going to stop the video there. But, oh, I can just show you as well. It has got the sat nav built in, which is by TomTom. And of course, if you can connect that to your phone as well, and all that kind of stuff. Why are you beeping, car? Or is it because I don't have a seatbelt on? Oh yes, because I don't have my seatbelt on. Yeah. See, handbrake lights. Have the Xenon's on, Xenon's off, Xenon's on. See, all the indicators and stuff work. Everything works on the car. It's like, it's. I say we'll be sorry to see it go, but we can't keep all the cars. Right, thank you for watching. Sorry for blabbling, and speak to you again shortly.